won't get into it specifically.
Can you cuss?
Yes, you can curse. Say whatever you want.
I have freedom here, John. Jeez,
yes,
time. Like
say whatever.
AEW looking at me like, stop cussing.
No, you can say twat. I know that's a favorite of yours. Oh, excuse me. I'm not European. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I need to help you pronounce that word right. Twat.
Twat.
Yeah. Just like a hard A. Twat.
Twat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
perfect.
We just had a moment.
We did.
But look, when you were younger, you posted on social media. Sorry, I'm getting my words messed up. But you posted on social media one of your first like wrestling promo pictures.
That was my first.
When you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Can you tell me? Do you remember anything about your first match?
I do, actually, surprisingly. And can I just say that posting a picture of when I was 13 years old on the internet is the weirdest thing I could have done. Apparently on Twitter.
Bold move.
But yeah, because there was a lot of concerning replies on there by these creepy men. I was like, I'm a little bit scared for myself here. But yeah, it's out of trend, which was nice that all the wrestlers started putting their first promo pictures up, and it was really cool to see. But yeah, I remember my first wrestling match, kinda, because I remember, I say kinda, because I banged my head and got a concussion. And I remember being like on my back, and my brother is dressed like the Pink Power Ranger. It's like a really bad dream or something like that. And like my foot is like going like this in the air, and I'm like, this is awesome, you know, getting pinned. And that was, I don't remember the full match. I just remember my dad was short on a girl one day, and he was like, Ray, you know some moves. Get in there. And
go
I was
out
like,
there and
sure.
do the show.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. And so I get in there, and then my brother was like, I'll wrestle you. So he put on like a padded bra and tucked his wiener, and you know, the rest is history.
That is an amazing story.
I don't know if he even did tuck his wiener or not, actually. I think he just let it...
Well, I just want to, before we move on to the next question, 2 hashtags. Hashtag puberty and hashtag Power Rangers. That's amazing. Let's fast forward to right now. Obviously, you and the Outcasts are doing your thing. We've talked about the spray painting. Talk to me kind of about that dynamic in the team and just all the time that you spent with them right now.
Oh, man. I love them both. Toni Storm and Ruby's amazing. Obviously, I worked with them both in WWE, but not in like, I never got to work with them in a storyline. It was just like behind the scenes where I'd say like hi and bye and nothing too serious. But like going to AEW and being with them consistently is so much fun. Like I love them. They're like great energy. They're positive. Like we're having a great time. Like half
I know
the
you're
time
buying
we're
the
out there,
jackets, right? I know you're buying all the gear.
I bought the jackets. I bought like these little corset tops. Tony's for some reason buying an outfit just in case we have a street fight. She was like, I need to buy it. And then we'll do matching hair. It's a really cute thing we have going on. But I love them. And I'll spend most of the time trying to make them laugh out there. You know, when I should be doing like everything very serious, but instead I'm just making like the weirdest remarks to them while they're trying to wrestle. And like, I pretended to die in Toni Storm's arms at one point. Like we're on the outside and I got hit by someone. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Willow that hit me. And then Tony's got me in her arms, and I'm just like this, and the camera's on me, and I'm like, oh fuck, the camera's on me.
Let me act up. Yeah. That's amazing. Were you during a match? Are you ever just like, I love you, like when we just met, our first experience?
I mean, sure. I think so. I said some really weird stuff to the people. A lot of people around the barricade now, because we were talking about spray painting earlier. They all want us to spray paint them, so they'll all stand like this with their chest out, being like, spray paint me, and I'm like, wait your turn, going around. So in the end, we're just like this across like the front barricade of everybody. It's awesome.
No, it's the new autograph right now. That's dope. It is.
And that stuff stinks.
Yeah.
It stinks. I got sprayed right in my face by Sheeta, and I was like, oh, this sucks. This isn't fun. I'm glad I'm not on the receiving end of this every week. I'm glad it's somebody else and me doing it. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, that one time.
But it's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen at Double or Nothing, all right? Boys and girls that are watching.
Stinks. Yeah, it's awful.
Outside of the Outcasts and stuff, I know that you have a great relationship with Renee.
I love Renee, yeah.
Just outside of her, though, like within the AEW bubble and at the shows and backstage, like, are there a particular set of people that you've kind of connected more to?
Renee, she's always there. I'm just always with Renee. I don't know. I am social, but a lot of the time, like, I turn up a little later and I just, like, get ready, eat, and then rehearse what I got to do. And I kind of... Like, I say hello to everybody. Everyone's very sweet and welcoming, but I'm way more reserved than I was when I was backstage in WWE, I think. But everyone's very sweet. I like, as much as Britt is a piece of shit in the ring, I like her as a person, genuinely speaking. Yeah. Who else? There's Nyla. She's awesome. All the girls were awesome there. They're very sweet.
And you bring up the girls. Do you feel any pressure? I mean... I kind of felt like before you joined, Toni was getting criticized of kind of how the women's division was being portrayed, I guess, during the shows. and you come in, and obviously you have your experience and your name and everything, and just everybody else stepping up. But for you,
darling.
but do you? Yeah, you are. No, you are. Damn straight.
This
you better
is
know
all
it.
my doing. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it's I don't know. Carrying with the question. I don't even know where the question's going. So.
Well, no, I just wanted to ask, like, is it in your head of like having pressure of trying to help AEW elevate and reach these new heights, or are you just out there? I need to do my thing.
No, I want to help out for sure. Like that was the main goal coming in, because I wasn't even supposed to be wrestling when I first came to AEW. That wasn't even on the cards. I was just like, let's see how my neck is doing, you know. And so I was coming in to help anyway. And but with Toni, like she even said to me, like just being in a group with me and Ruby, because Ruby helps a lot. You don't realize how good our promos are until she's not given a script and she comes up with something by herself. She's fantastic. But Toni is really come out of a shell a lot more. Like she's getting more confident in doing more character stuff, because before she's an awesome wrestler and everything she did in the ring wrestling wise was incredible. Yeah. It was just she was a little more shy when it came to promos and stuff like that. And like even when we had to do that promo in the ring where she was like, she just said, "Hello, fat people." She was hilarious.
Hi,
Hello,
Ruby.
fat people. No. But she was hilarious. And she went over those lines like 25 times. But I was like, you got this. It's easy. They're gonna think it's hilarious. You know. And so, but she did it. She killed it. And so now she just is come out of her shell so much more, and I couldn't be happier.
Are you ready for the serious question of the interview?
Yeah,
no, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, you can ask me anything. Ask me anything.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's that love. That's what it is. It's that love between us.
That's
so,
right.
You know, outside of my job and the show I do, I cover some of the pro sports teams here in Vegas, one of which being the women's basketball team. That just won the championship.
Awesome.
And it was cool because the new season's about to start, and yesterday was their media day, but they just opened up their practice facility, and they're the first women's basketball team to have their own practice facility. So they can show up whenever they want. They don't have to go to some college. They don't have to share it with the men. Like, this is theirs. Right. So asking them, I could see it in their eyes when I asked them, like, how did it feel walking in for the first time? Because this is historic. And they felt very emotional. And for you, when it comes to women's wrestling, like, you played a huge part in kind of changing the way things were portrayed. And even more recently, like, there's plenty of examples, right? You could look at Trinity and what she did. You could look at the Bella twins saying, hey, we're not the Bellas anymore. We're the Garcias. We're our own name. We're going to do our own damn thing. And, of course, I'm not going to ask you if you want to wrestle Mercedes or if she's going to be at Forbidden Door. You do? I haven't noticed. Shout out to the dirt sheets.
Yeah, these friggin' dirt sheets. I hate those.
But just her saying, like, this isn't what I like.
Yeah.
I can stand on my own. And I'm out of here because I don't have to do this and I have options. When you're watching all this happen, like, how does that make you feel?
It's awesome. Honestly, because beginning of WWE, it was like very hard. You're very job scared all the time, and you feel like you can't use your voice a lot of the time as a female in that company. So it was like very difficult at times to like get what you wanted to, like do what you wanted to do. It was like really frustrating. And so, you know, at one point, we kind of said F that. Like me and the Garcia twins and Emma kind of took a stand at one point and was just like, we're going to take control, right? So they had us do this certain amount of time, and then they cut the time. And so we only had like 4 minutes when it was like with entrances and exit and the match. You can't tell a story. You can't tell a story. There's no point. This is a 3-hour show. You can't give us more than like 4 minutes. It's ridiculous. Why are the women the ones who get cut, right? And we were like, we put butts in seats too. People come and watch us, right? And so we went out and we did like 2 minutes. We were like, fuck this. Like, we're not here to like get our time wasted. So we're going to waste your time instead, you know? Yeah. So went in there, did a couple of strikes, did a roll up, and then got the heck out of there. Once we got backstage, they were like, what the fuck? You had so much time left. And we're just like, so, you know, like, we don't care. Like, it
feels crappy, doesn't it?
It
like
feels
messing
crappy.
With the time, doesn't
it? You know,
it?
I've seen girls, they were crying because their WrestleMania moment got taken away from them. Yeah. And that show is even longer. Like, that's a whole day event. Like, now it's spread into 2 days, but one day it was really long. And so, like, you know, and the girls, they're the ones that get cut because one of the guys went overtime or someone wanted extra time or whoever it was. And so the girls would get cut and they'd be devastated. They got all that gear made. They put all this money and time and energy into this match for them to be completely cut out. It's bullshit. So it's awesome when you see girls nowadays like kind of using their voices and taking a stand and being like, well, fuck you, I can do whatever I want to do, you know, and I don't need you.
Yeah, no, that's incredible, and thank you for being honest about that because it's trailblazing, like what you guys are doing. We're gonna close out with a speed round, but I know we're here to talk about Double or Nothing, but I'd be remiss if I don't ask you about going back overseas.
Yes.
London, Wembley Stadium.
Well, yes.
How, like, are you emotionally prepared to walk out with those thousands of people that are going to be there?
90,000 people. And by the way, I'm actually getting, I'm trying to get right now.
All of us to go? Your friends that are backstage?
No. So my song that I usually have, not the Outcast one, but it's zombified and it's my boyfriend's band, right? And so I walk out to that song and I love it. But since it's like such a big event, you know, it's like our WrestleMania, I'm like, you know, Fawn Reverse, Ronnie and the band, they should come over and perform in the Wembley Stadium and do the entrance, kind of like how they did at WrestleMania, where they perform people's entrances.
It's going to be a big stage.
There's room. There's room, right? So I'm like, I really want to incorporate Fawn and Reverse in that, so then I can, you know, when I walk down the ramp and they can play the whole song. And like, again, 90,000 people, like you have to make it special, and people should get special entrances and stuff like that. So I want to do that. But yeah, it's friggin' bananas, because, you know, I've never wrestled in Wembley Stadium before, and that's like you know, like the Tokyo Dome and MSG and all these big stadiums and Yankee Stadium. Like, you guys have these massive stadiums, but we only have this one giant stadium, you know, in London, and it's Wembley Stadium. So yeah, to go there and be in my home country with all my friends and family, and then hopefully, you know, my boyfriend and his whole band comes over as well. My friend Shelby over here, go on.
Well, no, you just confirmed it. All of us, everyone in this room, thank you so much for your kindness. We're all going to go.
Yeah, you're all invited. You can come if you want to. I have Rafi, he's wonderful. He runs all the tickets. He's actually getting a whole booth for my family.
That's
it's
incredible.
Really sweet.
As
so you're more than welcome. Since I said I love you, apparently you're a part of my family now.